Modern programming, aerospace engineering, and finance share a single critical dependency. They rely on the mathematical concept of zero, formalized by ancient Indian scholars. The civilization behind this intellectual shift was the Gupta Empire, which ruled from roughly 319 to 550 CE. This era is widely categorized as India's Golden Age. To define a Golden Age, historians require three conditions: political unity, economic stability, and advancements in science and the arts. The Guptas achieved this, starting in the city of Pataliputra and rapidly unifying the northern half of the subcontinent. How did one family manage to consolidate these fractured territories and maintain the stability required for this level of innovation? To understand how they established the environment for scientific progress, we have to look at the specific military and political strategies used to enforce a long period of internal peace. The dynasty began under a local ruler named Sri Gupta in Pataliputra, but it was Chandragupta I, ascending around 319 CE, who transitioned the family from regional lords to imperial powers. He expanded his borders through a mix of force and a strategic marriage into the powerful Lichavi clan. This alliance gave him the standing to assume the title of Maharaja-di-Raja, or King of Kings. His successor, Samudragupta, adopted a more aggressive posture. He led extensive military campaigns across both northern and southern India, earning the description of the Indian Napoleon from later historians. To demonstrate his total control over rival kings, Samudragupta performed the Ashwamedha, or horse sacrifice. This ritual served as a public assertion of imperial sovereignty across the region. While he was a successful commander, Samudragupta was also a patron of the arts. This gold coin from his reign depicts the king seated and playing the veena, a traditional stringed instrument, highlighting his dual role as an artist and a warrior. Samudragupta's reign demonstrates a recurring historical pattern. High culture and artistic patronage are typically enabled by secure borders and absolute military dominance. This security reached its peak under Chandragupta II, who defeated the Western Kshatrapas. By removing these rivals, he secured direct access to the highly profitable trade routes along India's western coast. This trade wealth turned cities like Ujjain into commercial hubs, allowing the king to host the Nine Gems, a circle of the era's most accomplished intellectuals and poets. The next ruler, Kumaragupta I, maintained this stability and used state resources to support major educational centers. He is credited with the founding of Nalanda University, one of the world's earliest residential institutions. However, the empire eventually faced external threats. Skandagupta, the last powerful Gupta ruler, spent his reign fighting to repel the Hunas, or Huns, who were invading from Central Asia. Although he successfully held the borders, the financial and military cost of these continuous wars drained the imperial treasury. This economic exhaustion left the empire's infrastructure too weak to prevent eventual fragmentation. The Gupta political system eventually collapsed under the weight of its own defense, but the centuries of peace it had enforced had already allowed for a permanent reorganization of human knowledge. This diagram shows the base 10 place value system, where a digit's value is determined by its position. Notice how a 0 drops into an empty column, allowing for much larger calculations. The mathematician Aryabhata first formalized 0 as a mathematical placeholder. Using this mathematical logic, Aryabhata calculated the Earth's rotation and the length of a solar year with remarkable accuracy, bridging the gap between abstract math and observational astronomy. Beyond science, the Gupta period saw a massive expansion of Sanskrit literature. These works functioned as the primary narrative tradition of the time. The most prominent figure was Kalidasa, whose epic plays like Abhijnanasakuntalam established stylistic standards for Sanskrit drama that would be followed for centuries. The Gupta era was not just a period of wealth. It standardized a specific set of tools, both mathematical and literary, for future use. Engineering also advanced rapidly, particularly in the Nagara style of temple architecture. Builders moved from simple wood to complex stone masonry, as seen in the detailed carvings of the Dashavatara temple. These practical sciences extended to medicine through the study of Ayurveda and to the refinement of metallurgy, the science of extracting and working with metals. The Iron Pillar of Delhi provides physical evidence of this metallurgical skill. Cast during the Gupta period, the pillar has remained outdoors for over 1,500 years without rusting, a purity that continues to interest modern scientists. Through institutional centers like Nalanda University, these specific advancements in mathematics and metallurgy were shared across Asia, influencing later developments in several neighboring cultures. The ultimate legacy of the Gupta Empire is not its military expansion or the specific kings who ruled it. Instead, it is the fact that their stability provided the incubator for the mathematical and scientific concepts that remain central to global knowledge today.